Hello, this is Ray from Scylla Technologies. Today I'll be showing you how to install the IDS plugin for Network Optix Witness, Digital Watchdog Spectrum, and Hanwha Wave. They're all based on the same VMS platform, so they all function almost identically, minus the logo and the directory of the paths for the installation. IDS stands for Intrusion Detection System. It's Scylla's proprietary way of detecting humans and or vehicles and creating analytics events within the VMS specifically for those events. So the first thing that you do is you're going to want to download the Scylla IDS plugin for Network Optix. Once you do that, you would run the setup.exe file located inside the release subfolder of the Scylla NX plugin folder. And you go ahead and select the installation location for the IDS plugin. So I just want to be clear here that if you're using Digital Watchdog, it would look like this. C, Program Files, Digital Watchdog, DW Spectrum, Media Server, Plugins. If you're not using Digital Watchdog, this will be slightly different. It'll either say Hanwha Wave or Network Optix. You select that plugins folder, hit OK, hit next to finish the installation. And then you would close that folder and go down to Scylla IDS on your desktop, double click it, and input your credentials for the VMS. Hit connect. And now the plugin would be connected to your VMS. From here, you would click on the arrow of the on the taskbar, and on the Scylla logo, you would right click and then click the settings button. And here you'll see that the IP address of your VMS, since we're installing directly on the actual server, this is the local loopback IP address of the server. And here on the Scylla settings tab, you'll see this key information on the IDS API key, as well as the push token and integration key. All of this information can be pulled from your dashboard, your Scylla cloud dashboard, or your Scylla local dashboard, depending on if you're using it in the cloud or locally. But 99% of cases will be pulling it from the cloud dashboard. The only time you're using it locally is if you don't have it connected to the internet. So by syncing with cloud, you're essentially pulling the data automatically from the cloud. Under the camera settings tab, you select the camera or cameras that you want monitored, and you select that and you hit OK. And then you load into your VMS, where you right click on the camera, click camera settings, and then from there, under the recording tab, you want to make sure that your recording is enabled, and this is specifically motion recording. You also want to draw an area for motion detection. In this case, we drew this area around the door. And then under plugins, you want to ensure that the Scylla IDS plugin is enabled. hit OK. And so what IDS does is it will create an analytics event each time it detects a human and or vehicle, depending on the settings. So you can see here that it recognized motion and it created what's called an analytics event. So under events, in order to get to this list of analytic events for Scylla's detections, you will click on events, and then any event, and then object detected, and that's how you see this list. From here, you can check the cloud dashboard, and you can see under your alarm management for that specific site, for that specific camera, you can see your list of alarm events, and that should coincide with the list of analytic events that you have in your Digital Watchdog VMS. When you click on that, this camera is currently tracking 24/7, which means that Scylla is looking for motion events on this camera 24 hours a day. If you want to set up a specific schedule, you would uncheck 24/7 tracking and you would adjust this bar here. So for example, 00 ending at 24.00 means it basically records from midnight to midnight. If you want to change that, then you can uncheck that and drag this down and maybe make it from midnight to 6 a.m., hit the plus sign, and then create another schedule from like 10 a.m. until 12 p.m., hit the plus sign, and then create another schedule for example, 6 p.m. to 10 p.m., hit the plus sign, and then you have three separate schedules within a 24-hour period that the Scylla IDS plugin will be monitoring this particular camera. If you have any additional questions, you can go to the Help Center and you can submit a ticket. You would do this by logging in. And if you need additional live information, you can use the live chat and ask your question here.